Looks like we have some people joining. For those of you that have joined, welcome. We're going to give just a couple more minutes for some folks to get on, and then we'll begin here shortly. So again, just hang tight, and we'll begin in just a couple minutes. All right, looks like we have about 20 participants on the line. Hello and welcome to today's email marketing webinar with BBOS Online and the Southeast Kentucky Economic Development Corporation. Just a couple housekeeping items. We are live on Facebook, so if you're not joining us from Zoom, you can still contribute to some comments, some questions for the Q&A through Facebook. If you're on Facebook, if you don't mind to click like and share, that would be very helpful. Also, if you're on Zoom, there is a chat function at the bottom. If you want to submit a chat, or you can also use the Q&A function. That's the function that we're going to use toward the end for any questions for Amanda as we move along. So if you've not used Zoom before, there is a Q&A at the bottom. We can also, if you want to, there's a raise your hand function. If you'd like to ask a question, we can unmute you and you can simply just ask a question to Amanda directly. So we're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Ryan Jones. I'm the Director of SOAR Innovation. For those of you that don't know SOAR, we're a nonprofit that believes that we can create a future here in Appalachia, and we do that together, right? It takes thinking outside the box. It takes innovation. It takes entrepreneurship. It takes collaboration and a little bit of grit. SOAR Innovation, however, is a partnership with the Kentucky Cabinet for Economic Development. We wake up every day, we think about you and we think about your business, and we think about how can we help you, provide you more resources to help you grow and scale your company. We represent 54 counties in Appalachia, Kentucky, and we have a team of champions spread throughout our 54 county footprint that's waking up every day thinking about you and your business. We do have Sabrina McWhorter online as a panelist today as well, in case my internet goes out, as well as Tal Jones. They are located in Moorhead-Ashland area, and then Tal's located in the London area. So we're glad to have them on. They are champions, business and innovation champions, and are a champion for your business. So if you have any needs in those territories, please feel free to reach out to them. You can go to our website at soarinnovation.tech, and you can find out more information about how you can connect with us and our team. I'm going to share my screen really quick. Today's webinar is a part of a series that we've been doing called Business as Unusual. Let me find my screen really quick. So you can go to our website at there'safuture.org. You can see my screen here. There's a COVID-19 page. You can go see all the resources that are available during these unprecedented times. We also have our Business as Unusual page, which you can go see all the webinars that we've done in the past. We do record these and we post them on our website. You can see the ones that are upcoming. Today, obviously, is our email marketing webinar. And then next week, we usually do 2 of these a week. Next week, we're excited to have a fireside chat with a couple women entrepreneurs located in Allen, Kentucky, Tiffany and Tanya Johnson. They own Pure Lux, and we're going to have a conversation about them, just how they're pivoting their business. You know, they had to close with all the requirements from the state. So they're now pivoting and thinking about creating a product and standing up an e-commerce site. We're also bringing our friends Google on. So last year we brought Google to Eastern Kentucky and did a grow your business online with Google workshop, and we had over 100 people join that workshop, and it was great. This year we had one planned, but now it's all virtual. So Carissa St. Laurent is going to be joining us virtually next week on May the 14th. And this is a new series from Grow with Google, which is connecting with your customers and managing your business remotely. And then we're going to be doing one with Mason, some of our other resource partners in the region, talking about saving money on energy right now. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up, and you can go to our website and check some of those out. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today we are joined luckily joined by Amanda Kelly. Amanda leads Sked's training department. She's an experienced training director, social media manager, and small business coach. Driven by a desire to see people and businesses succeed, she's worked to provide the best service and advice to Sked's clients and entrepreneurs through their training courses since 2015. She developed and led and leads Sked's digital media marketing program, BBoss Online, and Amanda is also a graduate of Cumberland College. So today, Amanda is going to be taking us through some helpful tips on email marketing. I think it's a marketing tool that a lot of us oftentimes forget about, but it's it's the most powerful sometimes as a marketing tool to grow your customer base. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Amanda. Amanda, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate you guys having me here today, and hopefully this presentation will help a lot of small businesses do exactly what you said, understand the necessity for email marketing and why they need to be using it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see my slides. There we go. Does that look good, Ryan?
Looks perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So like Ryan said, we're going to talk about marketing through email for your business. Right now, obviously, things are really different than what they were a few months ago. We now have to use tools that we weren't using in the past. Email is one of those tools that you can use at a very, very low cost to your business, but a very high success rate. And so we're going to go through and we're going to talk about the advantages of email marketing. We're going to talk about the disadvantages. And then I'm going to show you a 4-step process, exactly how to set up your email marketing and to utilize it to reach your customers and grow your business. So first of all, we want to look at why we need to talk about email marketing. There are so many marketing options out there, from newspaper, television, social media, your website, radio. You have hundreds of options out there. So why do we need to throw email marketing in there? First of all, it's extremely cost effective for your business. There are certain email marketing platforms that offer a free trial or a small package for free. So in some cases, the only thing that you will have invested in your email marketing is your time. And right now, let's be honest, we probably have more than we usually do. So now is a great time to get going with email marketing so that you can see how it's going to benefit your business. Email marketing offers automation. And what that means is if a business comes to our BBoss website and signs up for BBoss, I have it set up so that they automatically get an email from me explaining how to work the platform. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do anything. I have it set up so that as soon as somebody signs up for my mailing list, it automatically sends them that email. I can go back then and I can check to make sure that it went to them, and I can check to see if they've opened it. But then I can also set up follow-up emails in 3 days or 7 days or 30 days to send them another email and remind them about the platform and say, hey, if you haven't been on here, check it out. This is what we've added new. I can make this automated to where I don't have to think about it. So it takes less time from me. It reaches the customer. I've got it set up so that it's got their first name on there. It looks like it's personalized. The other thing with email marketing is it's very, very measurable. So I can look at my analytics for my email marketing and tell how many people opened my email. I can tell how many people clicked on my email. And then if I've got things properly set up, I can look at the conversions. How many people purchased from an email link? So you have a lot more control over understanding what your audience is doing with your ads, or I'm sorry, with your emails. And that gives you information that you can make your next email better, and you can understand what's working, what's not working. The other big thing with email is you own your contacts. I can't stress this enough for small businesses. If you are relying on a Facebook page to run your business, you have zero control over that Facebook page. You can post things, and I had this happen a week ago to a client who didn't deserve it. Their Facebook page got taken down completely. Facebook just turned it off. We went through all of the proper channels to investigate why, to try to get the page back up, and Facebook ultimately decided that they were not going to put the page back up and gave us no reasoning as to why. So, and you have no recourse. Facebook's a privately held company. There's nothing you can do to get your Facebook page back that'll work. So with email, you own your contacts and you can control what you're sending to them and if you're able to contact them at all. So there are a lot of advantages to email marketing. Welcome emails have been shown to earn 320% more revenue than other promotional materials available out there. And the clients who are purchasing from those emails are spending 138% more than clients that are purchasing other ways. People who receive your emails are 3 times as likely to share your content on social media and with their friends. 80% of retailers indicate email marketing is their greatest driver of customer retention. That statistic is huge. 80% of retailers indicate email marketing is their greatest tool. So keep that in mind. 38% of people say that they subscribe to email lists specifically to obtain special offers. I'll be honest with you, I do this. And I have emails that sit in my inbox and never get opened until I'm looking for something or going to a certain store. And I don't unsubscribe from the list because I know at some point I will want that coupon. Another advantage to email marketing is less than half of businesses are utilizing email automation. This is not something that's overdone. And I think using email automation saves small business owners time. And that is super important in the grand scheme of how all of this fits into your marketing plan. Every dollar that you spend on email marketing generates over $40 in return. That's a huge return on investment for email marketing. In general, users want to receive more promotional emails from a business, which everybody has that one business in their inbox that sends 6 emails a day. Okay, that's over the top. But if you're sending 3, 4 emails a week, that's okay. 11 a.m. has the highest click-through rate for some reason. If you can schedule your emails at 11 a.m., that's going to help. Tuesdays are the very best day to send emails. Utilizing emojis in your subject line can lead to more conversions. So if you put a heart in your subject line, or if you put a smiley face in your subject line, or something else that pertains to your business and what you're emailing them about, it can help increase your open rate. Professionals prefer to use email as a method of communication over social media or phone calls. Now, there are some disadvantages to email marketing. First are design issues. The more images your email has, the more your click-through rate actually drops, which is counterintuitive to everything that we tell you with social media, where more pictures the better, more videos the better. It actually works opposite with email. So fewer pictures, more description works a little bit better with email. You have to be utilizing a mobile-friendly source for creating your emails. If your emails are not showing up properly on mobile devices, you are going to lose customers quickly in as little as 3 seconds. People do unsubscribe to your email list, and you have to let them. They have to have that option to unsubscribe to your email list on the emails that you're sending them. More than 75% of consumers have unsubscribed due to receiving too many emails. And then there are, so somebody's mailbox could be full. People change email addresses. They can set up filters to automatically send your message to their spam folder so that they never see it. So there are disadvantages, and it can be hard to reach your clients if any of those delivery issues occur. But sometimes then is when you reach out via phone call and talk to them and make sure that they're getting the emails and that they want to. So I told you that I was going to give you 4 easy steps to setting up your email marketing. And really, they sound simple. Build your list, find your platform, create your emails, test and analyze. That is all there is to it. Now we're going to go through on exactly how to build your list and all of those other questions. The first thing, do you have a list of email addresses? Most businesses do. CRMs collect email addresses a lot of times to send receipts or for other communication. If you have that list, you need to take a good hard look at it and say, are these people expecting to get emails from me? If they're expecting to get emails from you, then you can use this list to email people. If they've given you their email address and you have not told them that they are going to receive emails from you, you probably need to reach out to them and ask them if you can add them to your list. Don't just randomly put people on there who are not expecting your emails. Other ways to build your list, if you don't have one in place already, is opt-in forms on your website and a sign-up button on your Facebook page. So you can do a pop-up screen on your website. You can do a static bar at the bottom that says sign up for our newsletter. You can add the sign-up button on your Facebook page that takes you directly to your website where they can sign up. You can also run contests that require email addresses to sign up. And you can do King Sumo campaigns. All of these ways, you need to be very, very clear tell your customers what they're signing up for and what to expect from your business. I'm going to send you a newsletter once a month and some coupons when they're available. Make it clear. If they know what they're signing up for, they'll know what to be okay with that. Keep your list clean. Once you get your sign up list, you have to keep it clean. And you can do this by looking at who's opening your emails, what emails are bouncing, and deleting the ones that aren't getting through. You're paying, in most cases, by how many emails you're sending, how many contacts you have. So for $10 a month, I get 500 contacts in MailChimp. Well, if I have 550 contacts and 100 of them are not delivering, I'm going to pay more than I need to. So keep your list clean. And last but not least, with building your list, don't buy lists. That's not going to help your business. You need to build it from your customers, your client base, and people who are genuinely interested in your business. Those are going to be the only ones that are valuable for you. So the next step is to select your platform. And you've got a lot of different options out there. These are just a few of them. I personally have experience with Constant Contact and MailChimp. They're both great platforms. Constant Contact is more expensive, but easier to use. MailChimp is less expensive, but a little bit funnier to use. I recommend checking out all the different platforms and finding one that works for your business. Organizing your contacts in a way that you can utilize them is incredibly important for your business. Constant Contact offers you more options on segmentation of your audience, whereas MailChimp, you don't have as many segmentation options. For example, with Sked, we have about 3,000 contacts in Eastern Kentucky. And I have them segmented by area development districts, which are geography-based sections. So that if I'm holding a class in Pikeville, I'm not sending somebody in Jamestown the information, because the people in Jamestown are not going to drive to Pikeville to go to one of my classes. So look at all the options that these different platforms offer and make sure that it's going to fit for your business. All right, the third step, we're already on the third step, is simply create your emails. So here we have people that say, well, what should I send? First of all, engaging content that is going to interest your audience is key. You can look at content that's done very, very well on social media and repurpose that content and send it out via email. That'll do well. Educational and informational emails are very helpful if if you have a plumbing business and you send out an email that has 5 tips to keep your home's plumbing working well, that's going to help your clients. You may think that it's a little counterintuitive because it's telling people how to keep from having to call you. But really what it's doing is it's establishing you as a reputable source of information for what you do. Event announcements are a great thing to cover in your emails. Excuse me. Another is to tell your business or staff stories. So if you have a new staff member, that's a great thing to send out on an email. Tell a little story about them. Where do they come from? What's their background? Why are they there? And then last but not least are your promotional emails. So where you're trying to sell your product. You can see that that's at the bottom of the list for a reason. If all you do is promote your products on your emails, people are going to grow tired of it. So make sure that you're sending out other information that your users and customers are going to find valuable. But then you do need to include your discounts, your coupons, and your VIP only sales in those emails. The last step is to test and analyze. So for every email that you send out, you have analytics within the platform that you've chosen. You can look at your open rate. You can look at how many people clicked on something in your email. And then you can look at how many unsubscribers you got for each email. You can use those numbers to test different emails to see what works best with your audience. And you may have to look at it segmented wise. So if you've got a geographical segmentation, you may want to only send things that are fitting for that area to certain customers so that you're not boring the ones that it doesn't resonate with. You also need to look at your bounces. So how many people you're sending the email to them, but it's not getting to their inbox for whatever reason. It could be the mailbox is full. It could be that the account's been turned off. It could be a number, you could be being blocked by their firewall. So there are a lot of different reasons why you could be bounced. If you get somebody that bounces immediately, I would try to reach out to them in another format and say, hey, I'm trying to send you these emails that you asked for, but they're not getting through. Can you add me to your list? Mobile or desktop opens is something else that you can see on your platform. You can tell how many people are opening your emails on their desktop and how many people are opening on mobile. This can help you understand the importance of optimizing your emails for mobile devices. And the last thing I have on this slide is split testing or A/B testing. And what that does is it allows you to run 2 campaigns with slight tweaks to wording, images, or colors to see what works the best. You also have some options with A/B split testing when you're running Facebook ads. It's the same theory. Basically, we're trying to use a little bit different tweaks to see what resonates best with our audience. And then look at your open rates and your conversion rates of each of those, of the A/B testing, and try to figure out why something worked and why something didn't. So best practices for emails. First of all, most important, make sure that your emails are mobile friendly. If they don't show up right on mobile devices, you're going to lose over half of your audience. Emails sent at 11 a.m. do the best, and Tuesdays, like we said earlier, are the best day to send emails. Don't use a ton of images in your emails, and if you're going to send more than just once a week, Thursdays are the second best day, and then the weekend follows after that. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide when your emails are going to go out. This is a pretty broad, and if you know your audience and you know your audience does not fit within those time frames or those days, use your best judgment. This is a generalization for all emails, but if you know your clients tend to be up later, and for example, I worked with a motorcycle shop, and they said that their best engagement rate was about 10 o'clock at night. So it depends on your business, but this is a generalization. tips. Awesome subject lines get emails opened. Subject line is the most important thing in the email that you're sending out. You want to tell people exactly what's inside the email. Don't sell it. Tell them, don't sell them. 3 phrases to avoid are help, percent off, and reminder. Those have some of the lowest open rates of any other subject line that contains those words. Sale delivers about 23% more opens, and save only gets you about 3%. So using the word sale versus the word save works much better. The sweet spot for opens and click rate is between 28 and 39 characters for your subject line. So try to get your subject line straight to the point, clear, concise, within 28 to 39 characters. That's your best option, or your best success rate. Another thing with email is be consistent. If you send out emails once a week, keep sending out emails once a week. Don't go 6 weeks without sending one. So if you're sending out a monthly newsletter, send out a monthly newsletter. Make sure that you're doing what you say you're going to do. People start to expect you to follow through with what you told them you were going to do. You need to. Utilize automation whenever possible. Anytime you can take things off of your plate to make it easier on you, less time consuming, always do that. Welcome emails with coupon offers are a great tool to use there. Segment your audience so that you're sending the right information to the right people at the right time. If you don't need to send to your entire audience, don't. Happy birthday emails work really well. You can automate these, and everybody wants a happy birthday wish. So, if you can, and you don't necessarily have to get the full date of your client's birthday or your customer's birthday, just the month is fine. So when you've got your sign up form, if you get their birthday month, you can send them a special email at the beginning of that month and say, happy birthday, here's a special coupon for you. That's going to work really, really well. Recycling old content is also okay. If you've got emails that worked great in the past, bring them back out, send them out again. We get hundreds of emails every day. The chances of somebody remembering that exact email from you 6 months ago is pretty rare. So we've gone through a lot of information here, and I made those 4 steps sound a whole lot simpler than they really are when you're trying to build your email list. But it takes time, but this is something that you can do and you can start utilizing to reach your customers. I did put my contact information on there, Ryan. I hope that's okay.
That's
so
great.
that, good. If you guys, I'm going to answer questions as long as you want me to here, but
Yeah.
if you have questions.
We do have a couple questions already in the Q&A, and we would encourage everyone, if you do have a question, just post it in the Q&A and we'll address it, or you can raise your hand and we'll unmute you. If you're on Facebook still, you can also comment there with the question. But let's dive in. Thank you for all that information. That's great. Email marketing is such a powerful tool. It helps you directly market to your customer base, and the people that sign up your email list, they want to know what you have to offer or what's going on just simply with your company. And so we talk about email marketing a lot with the clients that we work with. So this is a great information. Let's start with the first one, Kevin Flora. Hey, Kevin, if you're still on with Holler Creative, thanks for joining. How many emails is too many when sending them out to the list? Is there any research there for different industries?
So it really depends on what you're sending out. If you're sending promotional emails only, I would probably do no more than 1 a week. But if you're sending out emails I'll use Sked as an example. Used to, we would send out probably 3 emails a month. But with everything that's going on with COVID, we have changed, and we are now sending probably 3 emails a day. to our entire list when we learn about something that can benefit our clients. We want to get it out there as soon as possible. So really what you need to do, every industry is going to be different and every group of customers will be different. What I recommend doing is start small, start doing 1 a week, and then move to 2 a week. And you're eventually going to find where that sweet spot is of open rates versus unsubscribes. So there needs to be some testing on your business's part to find that right point.
So another question, why are Tuesdays the best day and why is 11 a.m. the best time?
That's a great question. I don't know. That is where you get the most opens and the most clicks. My guess is Mondays are usually pretty stressful and busy. So people don't have as much time. And plus you've got all of Saturdays and Sundays emails piled on top of Mondays. So it takes a minute to get through all of those. By Tuesday at 11, we've got a day and a half of work in, and we take a minute to check our email, I guess.
Looks like we do have one participant that raised his hand, so I'm going to allow them to talk. Doug Crowdis. Doug, you should be unmuted. Doug? Okay, looks like we might have some audio difficulty there. We'll move on to the next one. Let's see here.
Now, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you, Doug.
Yeah. Amanda, I was going to ask you, I sent out a positive weekly quote to close associates in my, it's program, but it's going to be a platform cooperative in the future business. But at this point, I have a list of people I send it to, I know real well. But as a matter of fact, I would like to know how many are clicking on it a week. If there's an odds I can get that information and who clicks on it, so I know. To be honest with you, it's deals with I'm a recovery coach, and I'd like to know who supports me and who doesn't. It's a Gmail account, so I'm just curious. I never know. I just keep it sent out every week, and I want to know interested on what if they even check it out. Just out of a curiosity. Not that I'm taking it off, but that's it.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, Doug. It is important to know who's engaging with what you're sending and who it's helping. What I would recommend for that is I would set up a free MailChimp account, because using those platforms is where you get that data for who opens and who doesn't and who clicks and who doesn't. So if you open up a free MailChimp account, you can have, I think it's 250 now, subscribers in there for free. And you would add those people to your email list, and then you would send those emails through MailChimp versus doing it through Gmail. And once you do that, you'll be able to see those statistics about who opens your messages, who clicks on links that are in there, and you can get all of that drill down data.
Yeah, if you're just using a Gmail account, you're not going to get the data that you're going to get using one of these services. Let's see, you mentioned that you have a Constant Contact and MailChimp. As someone just getting started with email marketing, what would you suggest I use?
It's going to depend on your budget.
But yeah.
Budget comes into play big there. I've not looked terribly much at the other platforms that I had listed on that slide, so I really can't speak to those. If money wasn't a factor, I would go with Constant Contact, because it is easier to use and it does have more functionality. If money is a super big concern, MailChimp all the way.
Yeah, and if you received an email from us promoting this event, we use Constant Contact for all of our emails. It's a great tool to use if you do have the budget for it, and you can customize it and brand it very well. So we'll move on to the next question. Sarah Smith, what recommendations would you make to someone who has a large email list in MailChimp that was not organized well in the beginning?
I feel your pain. I am going through that exact problem with Sked's email lists. We've set them up over the years, and nobody had gone in and cleaned out any bad emails that weren't delivering. With how I've chosen to set up Skeds, I literally have to open every single contact, and it's just time consuming. So I recommend that you spend a lot of time figuring out exactly how you want these emails segmented and organized, and do it that way one time, and then keep up with which emails are bouncing, and keep your email list clean so that you do have a higher open rate, and you're not sending emails to people who are never going to get them. It's just a pain. I mean, if you've got 3,000 emails, I've been at this off and on for a month working on that.
And so Max Hammond says, which is the easiest platform to learn?
With my experience, the two that I've worked with, Constant Contact. It's laid out a little bit easier. Automations are easier. Segmentation's easier. Templates are easier. There's a reason it costs more money.
Mm-hmm. And if you're a business that already uses certain types of POS systems, like Square, for instance, is a POS system, they actually have an email marketing a tool built into that system if you already are paying for it. That's a great tool to use. I've used it before. I own a coffee roastery in Pikeville, and we've used that one before. And also, if you're somebody that has Squarespace or Weebly or Wix or running your website through those services, they also offer email marketing as well. And Squarespace is something that I use personally for our email lists, and it works pretty good as well. It gets to a certain level, you get so many free emails, right? And then obviously you gotta pay for more, but it works great. Are there any more questions? Let's see, Kevin Flora, if you utilize Shopify, we've seen great results from how it works with the email marketing system. Klaviyo, have you heard of that one, Amanda?
I've not. That's a new one on me. I'd be more than happy to do some research on it. But I've not had any clients come to me with that one.
Easy to connect and work with, great analytics too. All of our clients in this system have been really happy. Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. I'll look that up.
And that one's in the chat function, Amanda, if you want to take a look at that.
Okay, great.
Let's see, Hunter, we've got another question. What information do you gather with an email sign up? I'm sure there's a fine line with asking for too much information, losing the sign up, and not asking for enough information, not knowing your customer.
100%. It is a super fine line, and it's one that you'll probably wander around before you find exactly the right spot. So with Skeds emails, I ask them for their first name, their last name, their email address, and their county. Those are the four things that I've got to have to get them signed up on the right email list. Asking for a birth month is a good idea if you want to send happy birthday emails, but if you ask them for their date of birth, that's going to be something that people are going to be like, I don't know why you need that. Phone numbers are another thing that people are hesitant to give. Mm-hmm. We don't like ending up on telemarketer lists. So we try to limit the number of people that we're giving our cell phone number to. So if you have no intentions of ever calling your customer, don't ask for their phone number. You don't need it. Get as much information as you have to have, but no more than you need. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense to me. Moving on to Jennifer Hall. We had a great conversation with her last week. Jennifer, welcome. I use Square and PayPal for payments in my business and have Weebly for our website. How do you get all of your contacts into the MailChimp platform?
So you should be able to export them out of Squarespace and PayPal on a Excel spreadsheet. And once you have them exported onto an Excel spreadsheet, you can upload them to MailChimp via an Excel spreadsheet. So that's going to be the fastest way to do that. Just important to organize your spreadsheet so that it matches with what you're trying to get into MailChimp. But they do a pretty good job of walking you through that process.
Awesome. And then Karen Prater asked if the Q&A would be included. Yes, we are still recording, and it will be included when we post it on our website. Let's see, John Litt, as more and more professionals organize their upcoming week activities on Sunday evenings, we have found it to be a good time to communicate both by email and by phone.
That's a great point. And, like I said during the presentation, every business is a little bit different. So everybody's customers are going to behave a little bit differently than someone else's. So doing those tests, different times, different images, different colors, different formats to see what's working the best, you can learn so much from your mistakes. Don't miss out on that opportunity.
Great. Looking over to Facebook to see if we have any comments. If you have any more questions, we do have just a little bit more time here with Amanda, so please post those in the Q&A. And we've seen, when we started using email marketing for our coffee roastery, we sent out one email just a couple weeks ago with a promo code, and pretty quickly we had 10 or 15 orders just from that one email that took us 5 minutes to prepare and send out. So, I mean, it's such a powerful tool that we should not forget about to communicate directly with our customer.
Not only that, but you get the data on it. So you know exactly where those customers came from. If you run an ad in the newspaper, unless somebody just cuts out the ad and brings it in, you have no idea why they came into your store or called you.
Right.
The power of the analytics is huge with email marketing.
Most definitely. Doesn't look like we have any more questions in the Q&A, Amanda.
Okay.
And there's no comments on Facebook. Any last comments before we sort of close up here?
If you are not using email marketing, I would suggest right now, especially with things kind of a little bit haywire and we have a little bit more time on our hands, get your email marketing set up and start learning how to utilize it, because it will make a bigger difference in your business's bottom line than any other type of marketing that you can do.
Looks like we do have one raised hand here. Let me get to this one really quick. All right, Doug, you should be unmuted.
Yeah, Amanda, can I use you as future reference for when I become a business to utilize your advice on I'm focused in on just email advertising, and I'm thinking about going constant contact. I don't know what kind of information, kind of resources you have, but can I use you as a main resource to help me out?
Absolutely. All you got to do is call me, Doug. I'll help you any way I can.
Well, I just want to keep it basically on internet, period. That's that's what it's designed for, where I don't have to have any overhead. So yeah, that would be great. Where's your office?
I'm located in Somerset, but I cover 45 counties in Eastern Kentucky. So I go from.
Yeah, that is definitely an asset for my business, but not today, but tomorrow for sure. Thank you for your advice, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you.
Thank you, Doug. Please give me a call.
So Sked, talk a little bit about Sked, Amanda, and some other services that you all offer. Just a little bit about that, and we can close up.
Absolutely. So Sked is a nonprofit corporation in Eastern Kentucky. We're based in Somerset, but we cover 45 counties, basically from Ashland to Bell County, from Pikeville over to Metcalfe County. We've got a pretty large service territory, and one of our primary functions is loans for small businesses. So we help small businesses get loans that they may not be able to obtain at a bank or a normal financial institution. We're a non-traditional lender. But in doing that, we do loans, but we also provide technical assistance to supplement the loans. And what that means is my team, me and Kyle, are the technical assistance people at Sked. We work with the businesses to make sure that they have all of the resources, tools, and knowledge that they need to be successful. So not only do we work with businesses to get them the money that they need, but we work with them to get them the information and the tools that they really need to function and to grow. So our services are free. I don't charge for technical assistance. So we are supplemented by some federal grants and some technical assistance funds from the Small Business Administration, which allows us to work with clients at no cost. So if I can help, I'm here. I'd love to help you, love to talk to you. All you got to do is call me.
Awesome, Amanda. You guys have been such a great resource for small businesses in our region, great partner for us at SOAR. Talk a little bit about BBOS Online and maybe some things that are coming up. BBOS Online, aside from email marketing, is a digital media marketing program. So talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we developed a program called BBOS Online about 2 years ago to help people in our service territory utilize digital marketing to grow their businesses. We recognize that while it's great to trade money around communities, it's even better if we can bring outside money in. So we developed BBOS Online and it's built specifically for business owners. And it shows you how to get your business on your Google listing set up, how to be on Google Maps, how to use all of the digital social media platforms that are out there, how to do email marketing, how to build a website, cybersecurity, local search engine optimization. We've got 25 classes in all that can be accessed a couple of different ways. Before COVID-19, we used to do in-person classes, which was great. But COVID-19 has kind of thrown a monkey wrench in that. So we've had to pivot a little bit. And we have all of our modules on videos. And anybody in our service territory or SOAR service territory that wants access to all of the videos at no cost, all you have to do is email me. And I will get you signed up. You can watch all of the videos, none of the videos. You can watch one of them. It's completely up to you. They're self-paced, but they're step-by-step. So when you open, you're gonna see a PowerPoint with the screen that you're gonna see on your computer when you're setting up your business Facebook page. And we're gonna walk you through step-by-step to show you exactly how to get that set up properly so that you're not wasting time, you're not wasting money, and you're not doing things 3 times to get it right. So I would love to have anybody who's interested get on the platform, watch the videos. You always can reach out to myself or Kyle if you've got more questions or need more help. So
awesome. Thanks, Amanda. So we'll close up here. Next week we've got May 7th and or May the 12th and May the 14th. We have the folks at Pure Luck Spa that are going to be coming on and doing a fireside chat with us, talking about how they're pivoting their business during these times and focusing more on e-commerce and maybe some challenges and failures they've had along the way. Tanya and Tiffany have owned several businesses for many years, and so we're going to learn from them next week. And our friends from Google are going to be coming on May the 14th, talking about connecting with your customers and managing your business remotely. So thanks, Amanda. Again, this has been great, very helpful information, and hope that everybody got some value out of it. And we'll be recording this. We have been recording it. It will be on our Facebook page. You can go visit it there, and we'll also be putting it on our website at there'safuture.org at our Business as Unusual page. You can also go there to look at previous events that we've done with Holly Creative, with Ryan Hall, with Hall Enterprises. So we have some really good content on there that's going to add value to your business and help you reach your customers. And we just thank everybody for being on, and we'll see you next week on May the 12th. And Amanda, big thanks to you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ryan, and thank you to SOAR for hosting these. These are a really great resource for everybody in our area. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you next time.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.